Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a full body strengthening class for you on the reformer. So that just means we're going to go heavier with your springs, and then we are going to use weights today. I have a set of 5s, which is more like a medium set, not a heavy set for myself. I would go anywhere from like a medium to a heavier set. If you have 8s, 8 would be a great weight to use. 3s if you want it lighter. So again, just like a medium to a heavy set of weights. Again, my 5s are more like a medium. I'm gonna start with 3 heavy springs and then a medium spring on my reformer. Your foot bars are gonna start at the beginning position, and then we're gonna go ahead and lie ourselves down. Once we lie down, we are going to go ahead and grab a hold of our weights into our hands. And then once you get a hold of your weights, we're going to start with our heels on the foot bar parallel with each other and just about sits bone distance away. So that should be about that fist distance away. Arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling. Slight little bend to your elbows and your palms are rotated towards each other. Arms will open wide out to the sides of the room. We're going to do chest expansion with our footwork today. So on an exhale, I'm going to push my carriage out, bring my weights together over my chest, and then I'm going to inhale, open wide to come back in. Exhale as I push, inhale back in. Sacrum heavy. Pelvis just stays nice and still. We're maintaining that neutral spine. And then our feet should be staying parallel with each other the entire time. We're gonna go for 4, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna come halfway in, keep my arms open wide, little pulses of our carriages. 3, 2, 1, all the way out, weights back up to the ceiling, and then we're gonna open our arms wide as we come back in. Okay, weights up to the ceiling, palms rotated towards the foot bars. We're gonna bring the arches of our feet onto the foot bar. They're gonna stay that, again, fist distance away. Elbows are gonna bend wide out to the sides. We're gonna exhale, push out, weights go up to the ceiling again, bend wide at a 90 as we come back in. Exhale, press. Inhale back. So chest press this time with the arches of our feet on. Exhale out, inhale back. Okay, 4, 3, and 1. Then we go halfway in, elbows bent, little pulses of our carriage with those legs. Hold those neutral spines. 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way out, weights back up to the ceiling, all the way back in. Okay, then we're gonna go toes, balls of our feet on, all 10 toes are on. Arms are up to the ceiling, palms are rotated towards each other this time. We're gonna bend our elbows so the weights go right to the sides of our head. We're pushing out one time, holding ourselves here. We're gonna lower our heels underneath the foot bar. When we lift the heels, we extend the arms up to the ceiling. So lower the heels, bend the elbows, lift the heels and extend. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We want the backs of the legs into our glutes, firing up when we lift those heels with our tricep extensions. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 5, 3, and then last one. Now keep that lift of the heels, bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle, come halfway in with your carriage, little pulses of the carriage. Lift the heels high, stay in the neutral spine, keep those elbows bent at your 90. 3, 2, 1, all the way out, extend the arms, all the way back in. Arms can go down to our sides. Now we're gonna take our heels onto the foot bar, slide them all the way out to the side so we're right into our wide second position. Arms are gonna stay long at our sides this time. We're gonna rotate our palms up to the ceiling, and we're gonna hover our arms a few inches off the carriage. When I exhale to press out in my wide second, my arms open out to a T. When I come back in, they go back to my hips. Exhale out. Inhale back, palms stay rotated up to the ceiling. Make sure that your triceps are not relaxing on the carriage. So that whole arm should be lifted up. Exhale, push, inhale back. 3 more. 2, Last one. Okay, keep your arms out to a T, come halfway in, arms don't move. Little pulses of your carriage. Do not rest your triceps down onto your carriage. Those arms have to hover. 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way out, all the way back in. Bring your arms down to your sides. Rotate your palms to your hips. Go toes, balls of your feet to the center of the foot bar parallel with each other. Once we get the toes on, I'm gonna push my carriage all the way out. High heels, hover your arms off the carriage into a run with alternating bicep curls. Keep your palms rotated towards each other. Again, keep your triceps off of the carriage. Keep running. It's at your own pace. 2, 1, and then let's just relax the arms. We'll lower both heels underneath the foot bar for a quick calf and Achilles stretch. Then we're gonna lift our heels up, bend our knees, bring our carriages back in. I'm just gonna set my weights to the sides. We are gonna use them for the next round. We're gonna sit off to the sides. Again, we're gonna go heavier springs today. So I'm gonna do a heavy and a medium spring for arms and abs, and then foot bars are gonna go all the way down. If that's too heavy for you, especially if it's an issue for your neck, I would go to a heavy and a light spring. But if you're fine, go to a heavy medium like myself. We are going to incorporate your weights too. It's gonna be a little more challenging with the weights today. Lie yourselves down, and I would just set your weights at your sides, and then we'll grab the straps off the pegs. Now, I'll leave it up to you with this heavier spring. Long loops are gonna be lighter, short loops are gonna be heavier. So grab your straps, hands are in them like normal, and then you're gonna reach beside you and grab your weights into your hands. Now, once you grab a hold of your weights, palms should be rotated towards the ceiling. Arms are up like right over your shoulders, over your chest. Neutral spines, and then we'll pick our knees up into a tabletop position with our legs zipped together. On an exhale, we're gonna pull our arms down towards our hips. We're gonna inhale to return back up to the ceiling. Exhale, pull. Inhale, return. Adjust your hands. Adjust your weights as needed. Every time I pull down, I'm engaging my core. So I'm thinking that 2 inches underneath my belly button, those transverse abdominals are drawing in as I pull, return. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. And 2. And then last one. Now when we come down to our hips, we're gonna hold. Our palms should already be rotated towards our hips. They're gonna inhale, open out to a T. Exhale to your hips. Inhale out to your T. Exhale to your hips. And I do have a slight bend of my elbows here. You should feel lats and biceps engaging on the press. Inhale and exhale. Abs are in. Keep those bra lines anchored. I'm gonna do 3 more. 2. And then last one. Now we're gonna hold at our hips. Palms obviously still rotated towards your hips. Bend your elbows for your tricep press here. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Keep your triceps, just like before, hovering off the carriage. Elbows are off. It's gonna be a little more challenging with that hover. Inhale and exhale. Again, bra lines stay heavy, legs stay zipped together. 3 more. 2. And then last one. Now I'm gonna keep my arms long, reach them up to the ceiling. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna bend my elbows here and then extend, bend and extend. And range of motion isn't very big for this exercise just because your carriages do click home. So don't think you have to get to like a full 90-degree angle bend of that elbow. Try to keep your elbows too in the same position. 4, I'm kind of bumping my carriage. 2, 1, and relax. Ooh. Relax the feet down. Feel free to adjust your weights into your hands, and then we are going to add in some abdominal curls with these, and leg extensions. So we'll reach our arms again long up to the ceiling. Neutral spines, knees are up into our tabletop position. Legs are zip ready. Exhale, press, curl up into your abdominal curl. Inhaling as we return back down. Exhale, curl. Inhale, return. Think chin towards the chest. We do keep that little space in between the chin and the chest. And then as always, I'm aiming to come to about my bra line. You don't have to go much higher than that. Okay, the next time we curl up, reach your right leg out and then return back down. Exhale, left leg away. Inhale, return. Keep going. Single leg extensions with our curls. Let's do about 4 more. 2, and then last one. Okay, don't relax your feet down. Legs are still in your tabletop position, arms up to the ceiling. 1 abdominal curl, press, curl yourselves back up, hold yourselves here this time. Palms are still rotated to your hips. We're gonna inhale, open our arms out to a T, right leg reaches out. Exhale, pull back in, left leg, exhale back. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Use your obliques to pull those single legs in. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Now let's try to hold that curl still, knees tabletop. Bend your elbows for tricep press. We're gonna press palms down, reach that right leg back out and bend. Left leg, bend. If the necks are an issue, heads can go down, but if you can hold those curls, hold it for your tricep press with single leg extensions. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, return back down. Feel free to give it a nice little stretch. And then last thing that we're gonna do here will be some arm circles. We are going to keep your weights in your hands. Palms are still rotated towards each other. Arms up to the ceiling, knees are in our tabletop position. Heads can stay down, but you are gonna reach your right leg out and it stays there. We're gonna pull the arms down to the hips. Open them out to the sides to circle around and up. Exhale down. Inhale as we circle around and back up. Right leg stays long. Left knee tabletop. Now, the next time I go to my hips, hold right leg in, left leg out, reverse, go up, out, and exhale, press. Inhale, up, out, exhale, pressing those palms to your hips. Woo. 2 more circles. Last one. Then when we come up, relax the feet. I would just set your weights down at your sides, and then you can go ahead and hang your straps onto the pegs. Once you hang your straps up, I'm gonna set my weights just on the floor. It makes it easier to get off. We're gonna sit ourselves off to the sides of our reformers, and then once we sit off to the sides, we're gonna do just 1 heavy spring. We're gonna do push-ups on our reformers, and then we're gonna go into a core series after this. Now, reminder, push-ups are straddling your reformers. If this doesn't work for you, if your reformer is higher off the floor, or if you're shorter and straddling doesn't work, you're gonna walk around to the foot bar, face your foot bar, and then you're gonna fold forward. Hands are gonna go on the 2 front corners of your carriage, and you'll push your carriage out and in from there. You can always make it heavier since you are further back. If you feel fine straddling your reformer, then you're gonna straddle like me. Hands are on the shoulder blocks. When we lift our butts up, the further forward you walk your feet, the heavier it's gonna be. The further back you walk your feet, the lighter it's gonna be. We're gonna push out 1 time. Try to get your chest parallel to the floor, abs are in. We're gonna bend our elbows wide, press, wide, press. Abs are in to our backs. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now when we come in, pause, bring those elbows into your rib cage, still folding forward, out, elbows into your ribs. So narrow push-ups this time. Abs are into our backs, eyes are looking to the floor. Out with control, in with control, out with control, in. I want your elbows to touch your rib cage every time you come in. 4. Last one. Out, in. Okay, set your butts down. Change to a medium spring. Take off your heavy. We're gonna keep your hands onto your shoulder blocks, but you are gonna kneel on your carriages this time with your toes, balls of your feet right to the edge of the frame, moving into a plank. We're gonna lift our knees up, stretch our legs out. We're gonna hold ourselves here, legs long, abs in, booties are down. Arms are gonna push the carriage away, arms are gonna bring it in. They push, they pull, they push, they pull. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I want you to hold here. Rotate to the left side of the room. Stay here. Now, if you feel comfortable, reach your left arm up to the ceiling and then push out with your right, pull in. If you don't feel comfortable, just keep both hands on those shoulder blocks, or you could even just hold your carriage in, especially if you have any shoulder injuries. I would just hold your carriage. If you feel comfortable though, you can push out and in with that right arm, and it's not going far. Let's do 2, 1. Okay, center, center. Hold yourselves here, ready, out with the arms, in, out with the arms, in. You're holding that center plank. Abs are in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep the left foot down, rotate to the right. If you feel comfortable, reach your right arm up. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, keep your right hand down, or you can hold this out with the left, in, out, in. Again, doesn't have to be a big range of motion. I'm not going far at all with my left arm. 3, 2, 1. Okay, center plank. Hold yourself center. Legs long, abs in, butts down, hold. Okay, send your hips back. We're gonna go ahead, walk our hands all the way back. Now, we're gonna change to a light spring from here if you feel comfortable. We're gonna go ahead and do a single light take off your blue. Back into a plank. If you walk all the way to your shoulder blocks, it is the most challenging. If you walk center and have your hands center, it's gonna be a little easier. So up to you. Careful where you go because your carriages move very easily. Push yourselves away, hold your planks. I'm gonna flex my feet, point my toes. Sorry, this is point, flex, point, flex. Keep going, point, flex, point, flex, abs in. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step to the right side. Let your carriages come all the way in. Grab your weights into your hands. And then once you grab your weights, we're gonna stay in this light spring. We're doing side splits. Left foot needs to step onto the platform first, then your right foot can step up. The wider you have your feet, the more challenging it is for your inner thighs. The more narrow you have your feet, the easier it's gonna be. Okay, weights in hands, palms rotated to your hips. When we push out, it'll be on an inhale, our arms open out to a T, and then we exhale to pull back in, arms to the hips. Inhale out and up with the arms, exhale, pull back in. Inhale, push, exhale as you come back in, out, and pull back in. Use those inner thighs, lots of deltoids and traps with your arms. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Now push out, hold your arms up, stay here, come halfway in, all the way out, halfway in, all the way out. Don't let your arms move. Keep them relaxed, out, halfway, for 3, 2, 1, and then you can bring it all the way back in. Arms can go down to your sides. Okay, step off with your right foot first, then step off with your left. Before we do the other side, we're gonna set our weights down. Foot bars are gonna stay. We're gonna carefully take our hands onto the foot bar. We're gonna take our feet onto the carriage and the toes should be curled all the way to the edge. The balls of your feet are still on. Thumbs are with your fingers. My weight is shifted forward. I'm gonna push my legs out, hold myself here. This time we're gonna inhale, bend the knees, stretch the legs, bend, exhale, stretch. Arms stay in the same position. Inhale and exhale. Four, three, two, one. Now I just want you to hold your plank, legs long, abs in, butts down. Hold, 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 hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips. Step your right foot off to the side first, then step your left foot off. Okay, grab your weights again. I toss mine to the other side. Then we're facing our reformer. Our right foot goes up onto the non-moving piece first, and then you can step up onto your carriage. Again, the wider the feet, the more challenging this is. This time, palms are gonna rotate to the outsides, not to your hips. And then we're gonna inhale, go out, arms lift out to your T, palms should be flipped up to the ceiling, and then bring it back in. Inhale out and up, exhale, back in. Try to keep that outward rotation as best as you can. Inhale out and up. Use those adductors to pull the carriages back in. Three more. 2. Okay, last one. This time we're gonna hold out. This time when we go halfway in, elbows into our ribs, reach out. Elbows into the ribs at that halfway point. Inhale to extend your arms. Exhale, pull in. Inhale to extend. It's halfway in just like the last time. All the way out. Halfway in, all the way out. Hopefully you're feeling those arms. Halfway, all the way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, okay, all the way back in. Left foot off first, then the right foot can step off. Set your weight to the sides. Back into planks with this light spring. Hands on the foot bars, stand onto your carriages. Toes should be curled over the edge. I'm gonna push my carriage out. My arms don't move, so my chest is over the foot bar. Pike, tuck your pelvis, hike your hips, push your legs out. Exhale, tuck, pike, inhale away. Scoop into your core to lift and push. 4, 3, and 1. Okay, push out, hold your planks. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Lift, step right foot off to the side first, left foot off to the side. Okay, we're going back onto a medium and a heavy spring. Take off your light. Foot bars are going back up to the starting position. And then I am gonna stay on the same side that I stepped off to. So if I'm facing my foot bar, my left leg is closer to my carriage. 1 heavy, 1 medium spring. This is heavier than normal. We're gonna grab one of our weights into our hands, and then our left foot is gonna go back to the shoulder block closest to us. Right foot is gonna be on the floor. When I'm standing here, my hip is like right over my ankle, and then my left knee is lifted off of the carriage. Both hands right now are on the foot bar. The weight is gonna be in your right hand. From here, I'm gonna reach my weight or my right arm straight out away from me. I'm gonna push my carriage out, by bending my right knee, and then I'm gonna extend my right leg, bend my left knee to come in. So it's gonna be a bend of the right knee and an extension of the left leg to go out. Arm reaches up, and then it's like the opposite. You're extending your right and bending your left to come in. So keep going. Out with the arm as you bend, in with the arm when you extend. Exhale and inhale. Bend your right knee every time that left leg pushes out. Try to get to a straight leg. Again, palm should be rotated towards your body. The arm goes Out every time you push, in every time you come in. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, you have to hold yourselves out. Bring the elbow into your rib cage, palm rotated towards you. Keep your right knee bent. Bend your left leg. When you extend your arm into a tricep extension. So bend the elbow and the knee, extend. The elbow should stay into your ribs. I'm keeping a little bend to my right leg the entire time, squeezing my glute to push out, in, abs are in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Okay, take off the medium strength. So you're just on a heavy, and I am gonna set my weight just to the side. My right foot is gonna stay in the same spot. I'm gonna push my left leg out, pause, bend my right knee, hold. Now, the idea is if you can get your hands off the foot bar for this one, do so, but if you need to keep holding on to it for balance, you can. So if you can take them off, and you can either hold them like in front of your chest or at your hips. Left leg stays. I'm gonna extend my right leg, bend my right knee, extend my right leg, bend my right knee. So I'm trying to keep my left leg in the same spot the entire time. My carriage does move in and out. When I bend my right knee, I should be hinging forward. When I stand up, I'm going into just a little bit of a lift of my chest, but I'm not all the way up. Down, up, down, up. So again, you're just bending your right, extending your right, bending your right, extending your right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Set your left leg down. Hop your right foot a little further forward. Left knee stays down. We're gonna push out with the left, out with the right. Hold your lunge. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, carriage comes all the way in. Add on that medium spring again. You can just grab one of your weights, take it to the other side. Same thing on the other side. So I have my right foot back onto the shoulder block. When I'm standing, my left hip is like right over my ankle, and then my weight is in my left hand. My right hand is on the foot bar. I'm gonna go ahead and just reach my arm straight out, push my left leg out, and then bend to my knee, and then I'm extending and coming back in. The weight should just go straight down to your hip. So every time you push out, the weight goes overhead. Every time you come in, it goes back to the hip. Now, same thing. You're pushing your right leg straight. You're bending your left knee, and then it's the opposite. When you come in, your left leg is long, your right knee is bent. So right leg long, left knee bent to go out, and then switch. Exhale, inhale again. Palm should be rotated towards your body. The arm reaches straight forward when you go down, back to your hip when you come in. Exhale away, inhale back. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Now we hold out. You're bringing your left elbow into your rib cage. Bend your right knee. Left leg stays slightly bent. Every time you push your carriage out now with your right leg, tricep extension, bend your knee and your elbow. Exhale out, inhale back again. Left elbow needs to stay in to your rib cage. Push into your heel, squeeze your glutes. Abs are in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back in. Okay, take off your medium spring. We're just on a heavy. When we get onto that heavy spring, we're ditching our weight. Okay, both hands are on the foot bar. Again, for this next one, if you can take them off in balance, the idea is that you're taking them off, but if you can't balance, keep them on. I'm gonna push my right leg long, pause, bend my left knee, pause. Hands are either on or off the foot bar. Keep your right leg where it's at. Extend your left, bend your left, extend and bend. Again, I'm going slightly up with my chest when I extend. I'm hinging and like bowing forward when I bend my knee. Find that balance. I'm inhaling to bend, exhaling to extend that left leg. Trying to keep my right leg long. 3, 2, try to get as deep as you can. 1, and then come in. Okay, set your right knee down, hop your left foot forward, lunge, push out with the right, push out with the left, hold here. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, then we're gonna bring it all the way back in. We're gonna stay on this red spring. We're gonna go into a quick plank series, and then after that, we're gonna give our core a little bit of a break. So hands are gonna be wide on your foot bar. Right foot is gonna step over to the shoulder block furthest away from you. This knee is lifted off the carriage, it's not down. You're gonna extend your right leg long, chest goes over the foot bar, hop your left foot up, hold yourselves here. Legs long, abs in, butts down. Long stretch. Arms are gonna push us out. Arms are gonna pull us in. Legs stay long, abs stay in, butts stay down. Arms push, arms pull, arms push, arms pull. 2, last one. Now hold out here, bend your knees, extend the legs. Chest is over the springs, not over your foot bar. Bend, press, bend, press. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1, and then when I bend my knees, I'm gonna carefully come down. Feet are still up against the shoulder blocks. Hips are over your knees, push out with the arms. Drop your chest down, hold here. Okay, then we're gonna lift our chest, bring our carriages all the way back in, and we can set ourselves back towards our heels. Now we're gonna do a little more of an advanced workout, so we're gonna stand on your reformers. I'm gonna go back to just a medium spring, take off my heavy. I feel like a medium should be fine for everyone. If you want it heavy, you can do that heavy spring. Now, again, we're gonna go into a little more advanced, so we're gonna stand on your reformers. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always just stay on your knees. I'm gonna reach behind me, grab my straps off my pegs. Long loops are lighter, short loops are heavier. Now, from here, I'm gonna take my hands onto the 2 front corners of the carriage, and I'm gonna go into a 4-point kneeling first. So shoulders over the hands, hips right over the knees. And then carefully, I'm gonna step my left foot onto the carriage, and I'm gonna curl my right toes underneath me, and then I'm gonna kneel nice and tall. So again, if you don't feel comfortable standing up, you'll be here. But if you feel comfortable, and I mean, this is advanced because you have to stand, you can stand up. If you don't feel comfortable, please stay on your knees. Okay, from here, we're just gonna do bicep curls. Exhale, curl, inhale, extend. I'm gonna change my short loops. How did I know that heavy spring was gonna be fine? Exhale, curl, inhale as we extend. Again, I'm on a medium. It is, I don't want to say pretty easy, but it is pretty easy. If you want to switch to a heavy, go to a heavy instead of your medium. I'm keeping my elbows just like right into my ribs too. We're gonna curl 4, 3, 2. Okay, last one, you have to hold your curl now. Open your palms if they're not already. They should be flipped up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach your arms out. Inhale, back in. Exhale, out, slightly up. Inhale back in and slightly down. This is kind of why I had that medium spring on. Exhale out. Inhale, return. Woo, find your balance. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, carefully come down. Be very careful when you do that. Okay, I'm going to take my hands back onto the front of the carriage just because I feel like this is the safest way. 4-point kneeling first. Make sure your left toes are curled underneath you, and then right foot steps out in front of you. Now, reminder, one side is always a little more challenging to balance on than the other. If you don't feel comfortable, stay here on your knees. I already feel like I'm gonna fall. Ah! This is not my good side. Okay, stand up if you feel comfortable. Bicep curls. My right leg is shaking. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Again, please, 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 if you do not feel comfortable doing this on your knees, I don't want anyone falling off of their reformers. This is an advanced series right here. Anytime you're standing and moving on the carriage is much more advanced. If you're on the platform and the carriage, it does make it easier. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. 2 and 1. Now when I curl, I'm gonna hold my curl, palms open, reach out and slightly up, in and slightly down. Do not lift higher than your shoulders. Find a point to focus on and stare at that. Makes it much easier. Three more. 2 and 1. Wah! Okay, don't get carried away like me. Carefully come down. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop my straps behind me. Makes that much easier. Okay, we can take the right knee down. Feet are gonna be up against the shoulder blocks. We're on a medium spring. Hands are right on the foot bars. I'm gonna push my knees out and my chest is over my springs and not over my foot bar. Neutral spine. 10 wide push-ups. Bend wide, press, wide, press. Abs are in. These can be big or small. Range of motion is up to you. I have 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and in. Okay, 2 heavies and a light spring for feet and straps. 2 heavies and a light. And then grab your weights. Once you grab your weights, we got to grab the straps too if they're on the floor like mine. And then we're gonna lie ourselves down. Headrest can be up or down. That's up to you. Okay. Once we get down, again, I'm just keeping my weights at my sides right now. I'm gonna reach behind me, grab my long loops, and they're gonna go onto our feet. Now, once you get the straps on the feet are parallel with each other. They're zipped together, and then our legs are gonna go up just as high as we can hold our neutral spines. Arms are gonna go up to the ceiling, palms are rotated towards each other. On an exhale, we're gonna lower the arms and legs down towards our springs, down towards our carriage. Inhale, return back up. Make sure that the sacrum stays heavy when we lower. Pelvis, sacrum, bra line stays heavy when you lower. Sacrum stays heavy when you lift. So bra line heavy when you lower, sacrum heavy when you lift. There we go. Exhale down, inhale up. I'm gonna do 2 more. And then last one. Okay, when we come up, pause. External rotation with the feet. So heels together, toes are turned slightly apart. Same small external rotation with your arms. So arms turn slightly out to the sides. Legs and arms are gonna go down to a little lower than a 45. Hold here. Inhale, open the arms and legs out to the sides. Exhale, bring them back together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Feeling those adductors firing up again. Inhale out. Exhale as you come back together. using our inner thighs to pull. Okay, last one, pause here, still in that small external rotation. Elbows are into your rib cage. Bend your knees and your elbows and then extend. So think it's like a wide bicep curl with your arms. Your elbows stay glued to your ribs the entire time. Your palms stay slightly rotated out. So again, it's like a wide bicep curl. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Heels together, toes turn apart. 4, 2, and then last one. Now we're gonna hold out, rotate your feet so that they're parallel, palms are rotated towards each other. Legs go a little further down. We're gonna open the arms and legs out to the sides to circle around and back up. So arm and leg circles, down, around and back up. Make sure our arms, as always, do not go past your shoulders, past the T. Exhale, lower. Inhale to circle around and up. Last one. Then when we come up, pause and then reverse. Two more. And then last one. Okay, when we come back up, we're just gonna set our weights onto the floor. Legs are gonna go straight up to the ceiling, low back to be flat. We're gonna pull on our straps, just give our low back, our hamstrings a nice stretch here. Okay, bottoms of the feet together, knees open wide, hold. Then keep your left leg in, reach your right leg out. Hold for your Peter Pan stretch. And then right leg in, left leg out, hold. Okay, then the left leg can come in. Give your straps, again, just a nice little tug. We're gonna take them off of our feet, hang our straps back up onto the pegs. We can sit ourselves off to the sides of our reformers. Sit ourselves off to the sides of our reformers. We're just gonna finish with a heavy spring for a stretch. Now, if that's too much for shoulders, we are gonna do that like shoulder chest stretch. If that's too much, I would go to a medium spring instead of the heavy. We're gonna stand up, walk around to the front of our reformers. And then once we walk around, I'm gonna have my feet just about like hip distance away from each other. We're gonna fold over our foot bars, take our hands onto the two front corners of the carriage. And then I'm gonna push my carriage out and I'm gonna just drop my chest down towards the floor. And we're gonna hold here. And then I'm gonna tuck my pelvis round through my spine to come all the way back in. Again, I'm gonna inhale, just push my carriage out, drop my chest down towards the floor. And then I'm exhaling to tuck round and come back in. Let's do a few more here. And then last one, inhale out, drop that chest down. Okay, hold out here a little longer, push out as far as you can. And then on my next exhale, I'm gonna round through my spine to bring the carriage back in. When I come back in, I'm gonna pause, start at my tailbone, head heavy, chest heavy, arms heavy, roll my spine all the way up. Then when my shoulders come up, then my head can come up. I'm gonna give my shoulders a little roll back. You can step yourselves off to the sides. We are all finished with that workout. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.